So what, Jeff, give us a little overview here. Item to put that set on.
This is a little fun. Now it's working. Great. Alright, hi ladies, how you guys doing tonight? Okay, my portion tonight is to show you how to install a vanity cabinet and a faucet and sink. It's going to be a quick overview because I know you guys want to get back to do the handles. TV torches, great. I don't see what happens when I'm talking on a microphone, so you'll have to bear with me because I will trip up at least a few more times. So you got to bear with me. While they're getting that ready, I'm going to kind of tell you how to get everything out, because typically if you're doing a remodel, you've got to tear out the old cabinet, which makes it really nice because what you can do when you tear it out is you can actually mark where the studs are in the wall. What you want to do is hit the 2x4. If you don't hit a copper pipe, I can tell you by doing it what will happen. It'll flood out of room. I did that here at work, so it's fine. Yeah, in the training room, I flooded it 2 inches deep.
He's awesome, but he can also, he does that, but then he fixes it, so.
So, basically when you're tearing it out, you're going to take off the disconnect the piping. When you look underneath your sink, you're going to see a hose like this, and it's going to be connected to a valve. This is basically what's going to shut off the water, so you can take everything out and not get water everywhere. What you want to check and make sure of, once you shut this valve off, you want to turn your faucet on and make sure that they both are completely off. What sometimes may happen is this valve is bad, and you may get a little water trickling out through the hose once you disconnect it from the faucet. If it's not really bad and it's just dripping slowly, put a bucket underneath there, a towel, to something that can catch the drip until you get everything hooked back up and you connect the hose back to the new faucet, turn back on, you're good to go. If it's really bad, you're going to have to stop right where you are and call a plumber, because it's going to have to be changed out, otherwise you're going to have water everywhere. So just a precaution when you're doing it. Once you get the cabinet torn out, what you want to do when you're unscrewing it, because they're basically held to the wall with probably just 2 screws, what you want to do is mark where those screws are, so that when you put the new cabinet in, you can basically put the screw right in the same marking where it was before. That way you know you're going to hit the wooden stud behind it, and you don't have to worry about hitting a copper pipe or a PVC pipe that's behind it. Trust me, that's going to be valuable information when you go to do this. So, alright, since they have it ready. Alright. First, after you get everything unpacked, obviously you're going to have, you can leave the hose still connected to that valve. It's not going to hurt because it's going to be connected anyway. Take your cabinet, this one's already there forward. Just slide it in the place where it's going to go. It's going to be the same size as the other one. It should be pretty quick. Yeah. You can slam it, that's fine, it'll work. Okay, after you got it up on the wall, you're going to need a level, which is one of these. I know mine's level, I already checked, so that's good. What you want to do is you want to check side to side and make sure that the bubble's in the center, which it is. I think the only part on the floor that is level. Perfect, so we have 2 cabinets come out dead on level. If you guys get that lucky, you're doing really good. If they're not level, yeah, you guys ask questions as you go, because like I said, I don't do well in front of people, so I probably will forget something, so ask. These are called shims. They have wood shims, they have composite shims, which are plastic. Basically, you just score with a blade and it'll snap off. If I had to level this cabinet, because it wasn't level going forward, you just take these shims, you stick it up underneath on the bottom, and you just push it up underneath there until it starts raising the cabinet. Leave your level on the top so you can actually see that bubble move as you're raising the cabinet up. You may have to pull it a little away from the wall, because what will happen is if the back stuck, you can't tilt it back any further. So just pull it up a little bit and lean it back till you're level. After that, you want to check from side to side to make sure that it's level that way. Same principle, and you work it from the side. You stick it down here and you just slide it up underneath there until it's level. But we don't have to do that because this is level. Yes, ma'am. You can score this with a late same thing and snap it off. It's the same principle. Alright. Once it's level, which is really good because I can go behind the wall and see what this does at. Alright. When you're doing a remodel, you already mark where the screws are, but on the new one, basically, I have a stud here. Kind of like like I said, you'll have them marked before so you know where they are, and I've got a stud right here. What you're going to do is you're going to take a 2.5-inch all-purpose screw, or you can use the same ones you pulled out of your remodel. Provided the head's not stripped out on it or it's all bent up, you can still use the same one that was on there before, which I have some I am bringing up for you, so were you here last time? Oh no, as I said, you would know how to do it. Alright, sweet. There you go.
Yeah! Woo! Get it, girl!
Basically. It really, yeah, she was asking how high or how low on this wood strip. That here, you put it on, you put it anywhere you want as long as you're within where that stud mark is. Apparently, I don't know where it went. It's on my phone. Apparently, I can't do a straight line either. I'm sorry, it doesn't work.
It's stage fright, Jeff. Stage fright.
Nope, that was right. I didn't do nothing. Sorry. You're absolutely right. Absolutely.
What's that?
Alright. Now that you have the cabinet in, just double check and make sure everything's level, which is still dead on, so it's perfect. Alright, once that's in, now we're going to actually put in the sink and the faucet. Does anyone have any questions so far? As far as where we're at? It's extremely simple to put in a cabinet. Seriously, that's all there is to it. That's how simple it is to put one in. Alright. Typically, they're probably going to want you to put the sink in first and then try to crawl up underneath the sink and do everything. Well, I like to do it the easy way. I'm going to put it all on there first and then put the sink on top. So, extremely easy after that. Alright. Okay. I'm going to put the drain on first. This piece right here. Great. you have to take that out of the pop right off. Well, once you want this actually screws onto the top of this, and that's what kind of seals it. And once you back it off, you can just take your finger and just push it right out. It'll come out. It's not going to like dry like caulking wood or the silicone to make it hard to come out. And then you can just take a rag and wipe it right off. It'll come right off. It's really easy. Okay, so you want this piece right here. Here comes the front. And basically you just turn it back just like you're putting on a bolt. So like I said, as you're climbing it down, you're going to see the plumber's putty kind of ooze out the side of it, which is just helping you create a seal. After you get so far, there's a nut right here. You just kind of make sure this is facing towards. You guys see this piece right here? Okay, that's going to be facing towards the back because that's where your drain plug is. It goes up and down. If it's in the front, you'll never be able to do it. If it was me, I would take a tool to it because I don't want to make sure I have to come back to it later after I put it in and tighten it up. But just for general purpose of drilling now, this is just to show you guys. So if you want to take a wrench, it's easy to take a pair of pliers or a channel off, put them on there, tighten it up where you feel comfortable. You'll see it tight around here where you won't get any more leaks. Once that's done, you're good. And after that, just set it down with your just come out. Alright, after that, we're going to put the sink on. Does anybody have any questions so far? Does it look difficult to do in any way, shape, or form? And seriously, that's all there is. Everyone thinks it's really hard, but it's not. It's extremely simple to do. You just gotta have the confidence to know you'll be able to do it. Here's the faucet we're going to install. And when you guys see this and see how easy it is, you're going to realize, like, wow, that was it. Just undo these bolts on the back. There's one on each side. There's a little plastic scutching plate right here that stays on it, so when you slide it on there, that kind of keeps it between that and the top. Basically just like a gasket holding the plastic. That's possible.
Hey, Jeff. Kitchen sinks, basically the same kind of thing.
It's the exact same thing, the only difference, I'll say most commonly your kitchen sink is an 8-inch on center. And what that means is if I measure from the center of this hole to the center of this hole, they'll measure 8 inches for a kitchen sink. 99% of the time your bathrooms are set on 4-inch center, which is what this is. So I measure here's 4 inches. So if someone asks you, is it an 8-inch on center or 4-inch on center? All they're asking is the difference between these two holes. And trust me, an 8-inch will be out here. There's no way mistaken. So, alright, from that, all you want to do is take this and stick it right down into the hole. And those two pieces you put on, all you're doing is putting one back and screwing them down. And that's the extent of putting a faucet on. Seriously, that's it. No, outside of putting the valve on, that's it. Now, I know, look at this, like, you gotta be kidding me, that's it? Yes, man. It'll be, once you ask was what if it's a single lever, this one's two, you have some like on your sink where it's just one on the back. You'll have two basic comfort pipes, which is your hot and cold coming out of the center. And what's going to happen is you'll have one of these and it'll slide over the copper pipe and it'll slide onto a center screw that's coming out through here. Same principle, only one versus having three. No man, sure don't. Once you tighten it down, that little plastic gasket right there is going to seal it. She has to put silicone over on this one. What's that? You can, I had the lady going to want to know, are we changing out the replace a vanity, a sink, and a faucet. I really don't want to use an old water line, because you never know how long it's been. So if it was me, I would say yes, I would replace it. It's not necessary. If it's still in good shape, it's a judgment call you would have to make, but if you're replacing 99% of the vanity model, just keep for the other 1% and replace that as well. Okay, that's all it is. I'm going to turn it down. You can see it's nice and solid on there. Actually, they're already on there. Someone must have had this before, but we can show we can do that too. Okay, now as far as these, unless you want to climb up under the sink and reach up, blindly to tighten this down, just go ahead and put these on right now. Like I said, I like the easy way. I don't want to struggle or fight for nothing. The less tools I have to buy, even though I am kind, I do love tools, so I do have enough of them. If I don't have to use them, that works even better for me. That's it. Yeah. Probably right. Yeah. No, they're good. It's on there good. It's on there now. Anyway, that's what it's going to look like. So once I flip it down, all I gotta do is fasten this onto that one valve I told you guys at the start. You just screw it onto this, turn the water on, you're ready to go. Well, I take that back. You have to hook up the traps, otherwise you'll have water everywhere. And then they'll come back to me and say, Jeff, this is how you call it. It's like, I'm sorry. So, yeah, we'll do that next trip. Unfortunately, that one you are going to get underneath the sink to do. There's no way around it. Actually, I take that back. You can't do that. See, that's the one about the little valve, the little flipper valve. And you can't do that actually before it goes in as well. So we'll do it all. Yeah. I do apologize. There's going to be things in there you guys are obviously I'm not going to know, which you just copy on. Inside the book it says there's a flood valve that Right. Yeah, they have these for your washer dryer also. Always like this and automated. Well, mine was open, so I actually could be missing some pieces. To tell you the truth. No, wait a minute. Alright. You got this piece right here. This right here is the piece, obviously, of handle that you're lifting up and down to get it to plug off the sink. On the very back of your faucet, you can see a hole. Basically, all that does is slide right through there, just like that. Okay, this is normally tight, so if it moves, don't worry about it. I just didn't want to make it super tight to keep going. This piece right here, it's got the nut on it. That's actually going to tighten down on this lever. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that. Wait, no, it's fine. Basically, just take this, slide it over, and then you're just going to tighten it down on the lever. So now, as I'm moving this up and down, the front lid is just popping up and down. What that's going to do is operate this, and inside this here, which is this piece right here, this is going to slide in here, and what that's going to do is as this goes up and down, it's going to pull it up and down.